Atiku Abubakar. Atiku Abubakar has been contesting the presidency since 1992. Indeed, there is really no election since 1992 that he has not participated in. He ran against Abiola.
Sorry for cutting you guys off. Atiku has come into power. I think it's high time he has to retire. But the problem that I'm having with all this thing going on is just like politics has now become a matching ground that whenever a governor or a senator, anyone goes out, they now try to put in their own kids to step into power and continue from where they stop. So I don't know. We have seen the pictures and videos of Atiku's son is also coming out, and despite all his failures, he still he just want to turn it into a generation something. And apart from that, it's so funny that youth now, I feel like no one is interested in politics, no one is trying to go in, and anyone that tries to go in, they try to like godfather, through evil godfather or someone, try to put them in and try to make them to go according to their own will. But this, before I divert from what I'm saying, I just want you guys to watch this video, then we'll continue from what I'm trying to say.
But also let me focus on Atiku Abubakar. Atiku Abubakar has been contesting the presidency since 1992. Indeed, there is really no election since 1992 that he has not participated in. He ran against Abiola. In 1999, he ran first as governor, then as vice president. In 2003, he picked a form. And that was the crisis, that was what led to the crisis between him and Obasanjo. 2007, he ran, I think he ran on AD or so. 11, he ran, he came back to PDP. Right, he ran, was it 11? He ran in 11 against Jonathan. 15 he ran, 19 he ran, 23 he wants to run. But now only you did. A time comes when you look at it and say, it's enough. Let me be a kingmaker rather than this king. Because when people tell me that they heard from God, I've never heard from God. But you see signs of where he wants you to go. And if you keep on doing one thing or the same thing over and over again and it's not happening, then God is not with you. Leave this Abraham Lincoln story that he ran many times before he got it. He ran only 2 times and he got it. Right? So it's becoming ridiculous. And again, and this is why I respect people who say that, look, we all want the same thing. What the North wants is not different from what the South wants. Right? But we all want a sense of belonging. That is the commonality between us. How do you justify, or how do we justify to our children, that after 8 years of Northern leadership, we go back and have another 8 years? Ordinarily, I'm not a proponent of zoning and stuff like that, but I'm a proponent of equity. And that takes, to me, precedence to zoning. But even beyond that, our country is in a very desperate situation today. And you need a leader that is formidable, a leader that can make things right. Not the pandering that goes on here today. What we have in Nigeria is a very disgraceful leadership. I spoke to a president of one of the West African countries, and he said to me that the problem with West Africa, and indeed the problem with Africa, is that Nigeria is nowhere to be found. This is the general sentiment. Nigeria is nowhere to be found. We are 5th the population of the continent. We are by far the most outstanding nation of the continent. But when they look, there's just nobody. This is the time to stand firm, because too much nonsense has gone on in this country. The Americans thought we would collapse by 11 or 14 or 15. They thought so. And they did their work. In a lot of instances, we have collapsed. Tell me one sector in Nigeria that is working.
He just said the fact. Let me just tell you guys the truth. Nigerian system has collapsed. It has collapsed. Nothing is functioning. Like, you can't tell me someone can come off an election for more than 2 times, more than 3 times. Like, I just don't understand what's going on. But I think so. I think we should just go down, and I pray. I don't hope so. He's coming out for this 2026 or 2027 election once more again. Despite he tried to put his kid into politics too. Now we all know politics has now become like a game of chess. Well, that's it for today. Like and subscribe for you guys to just see what is going on in Nigeria.